What's going on, stream? My apologies for the extremely late start. I know yesterday I did say that I would be starting way later than normal. I was not expecting I'd be starting this late. Good news is the whole problem with my retainer is fixed now. I no longer just have a metal wire just dangling freely back and forth in my mouth, so that's good. But yeah, I didn't get home till like maybe like 8 o'clock or something like that, and I still had to do a bunch of shit whenever I got home, so so yeah, I wish I would have got on a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. No lollygagging though, we'll get right into it. The grand finale of Resistance, Fall of the Mon. Some awesome news dropped today, actually, that I'm personally really excited for, and I didn't think we'd get an announcement like this anytime soon. I think we watched this already.
For several hours when...
Well, I hope we did. Konami had a whatchamacallit, some kind of reveal thing today for Metal Gear, and at that they also showed and announced the remake of Silent Hill 1. Hey, what's going on, Rias? Yes, Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1 is officially in development, confirmed by Konami. They fucking played the classic Silent Hill 1 soundtrack that I'm definitely not going to play on stream, because that'll definitely be copyrighted. But yeah, I'm super fucking stoked about that. I seriously was not expecting Blooper to work on it that early, man. Yeah, I'm super fucking hyped, bro. Honestly, Rias, you might like the story of Silent Hill 1 and 3 over 2, to be honest. I still think one day you should play Silent Hill 2, but you might like Silent Hill 1 and 3's connected story more. But yeah, I'm super fucking stoked, man. I'm honestly really shocked because Blooper was working on another survival horror game. Here, hold on. Blooper is working on another survival horror game called like Chronos: The New Dawn that's releasing like this year or some shit. So I was like, oh, okay. So like that's like their priority right now. We probably won't get like any information on anything Silent Hill for a while. Like, that's fine. Yeah, I definitely recommend you play it one day. Just for some reason, I feel like the story of 1 and 3 you might like more. I feel like 1 and 3 feel a bit more RE-esque. Maybe. But yeah, I'm super fucking stoked about that, man. I seriously was not expecting them to announce anything like that. Here, hold on. I want to check something. Kind of feels like my shit on the emulator's fucked up. But it's crazy that we're living in a world where... Nope, it's just placebo. It's crazy we're living in a world right now where Resident Evil... Excuse me. Where Resident Evil and Silent Hill are both having new releases, dropping like relatively like similar times to each other. It's honestly kind of insane that we're in that fucking world right now. And not just one Silent Hill game, but two. We're getting a brand new story told within Silent Hill with Silent Hill F, and we're getting a remake of, you know, I mean, obviously like the OG 3 are considered the best, but one of the best Silent Hill games. And arguably the Silent Hill game that needs a remake the most. Like, Silent Hill 1, I thought was really good. I gave it like maybe like an 8, I think, when I played it. An 8.5. It was a little rough around the edges, I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some things that didn't hold up particularly well about Silent Hill 1 that I feel like done in a remake. Kind of crazy. I do think there's certain things in Silent Hill 1 that, like, the PS1 graphics, I think, did a lot for Silent Hill 1 to add to its, like, kind of atmosphere. So I'm curious how they're going to go about that, because I saw, like, a really good quote tweet on Twitter today. bruise your thumb muscle at work? Oh, that sucks. Sorry about that. How'd that happen? But I saw this really good quote tweet today where they were talking about the Silent Hill 1 remake, where the game needs to feel different from Silent Hill 2 remake. Like, Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2 have a extremely distinct feel to them. Like, it's hard to describe, but 1 and 2 feel very different. I mean, obviously, it being on PS1 compared to 2 plays into it, but there's a certain feeling that game has that 2 doesn't, and, you know, vice versa. That I hope they just don't do Silent Hill 2 remake for Silent Hill 1. There's certain notes they have to hit, I think, for Silent Hill 1 if they wanted to stay faithful. And I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think Blooper's gonna knock it out the fucking park again, dude. I think we're gonna get another fucking 9, 10 out of 10 game. Like, straight up. Is that a fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What is that? That's actually kind of creepy, because I don't know if that's like a fucking glitch in the game, like some kind of bug, or if like, I don't know, that's odd. It looks like one of those like jackal enemies, or not jackal, but I don't know, maybe it's a shadow from up top? I don't know. Where I gotta go? Probably up top. Dude, I need a new lens cleaner wipe thing for my glasses, bro. I don't know if it's just like too dirty, but man, it does not clean my glasses well anymore. Got an auger, dude. If you're still here, Rias, I also have heard, this is still like way more speculation, but people are really thinking that with RE9 and its ties to Resident Evil Outbreak with like its story, people are really thinking that Outbreak might get some kind of re-release or remaster along with it. And honestly, with Silent Hill now having 2 games coming out, like in a you know, back-to-back years basically, well, 3 games now technically. People are thinking maybe RE is gonna try and release something to, you know, kind of combat it. I mean, it's been a while since they've done like a remake. So maybe like they'll do like a remake of a game, like you know, 0 or Code Veronica or 5, and then they'll also re-release, like, maybe not remaster, but just have like some kind of playable version of Outbreak and put it on Steam or some shit. Doesn't it would make a lot of sense considering like you are playing as the daughter of one of like the main characters of Outbreak. No problem. Did you hear me ask about your thumb? Or what happened to it? Dude, if that gets re-released, we gotta play that, dude. Like I'd be down to play it as like a game night, but like you and me have to play through that shit like in its entirety. That shit, bro. When am I gonna get your gun? Actually, I don't think I get your gun. That shit would be so fun to play, dude. I wouldn't even mind playing Operation Raccoon City, but that shit's delisted and it's not very good. So. Curious how this game's gonna end with my quiet protagonist. Are we in snow? This is a cool little section. Kind of like want you to shoot from here. surprised there hasn't been any, like, documents on the floor. Alright, that's fair. Well, I hope everything's alright, though. What the fuck you just say to me? Fucking Casasar? I feel like this is like the first time I've heard you guys like, say dialogue. Maybe just not paying attention. Yeah, this is like snow or ash. Pretty cool. So one thing I was thinking about, for emulating Killzone games at one point, because I do want to play through Killzone 2 and 3 on stream. Or at least 2, because I know 2 is like somewhat playable on RPCS3. Is that it has like weird gyro controls, and in the game, I guess so. I think this game also has gyro controls, but used way less. I'm pretty sure. I mean, like I'm pretty sure the gyro controls have been working in this, so. I don't feel like that'd be a problem. My only concern, though. You guys are big. Hi, Nitro. Hola. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you were doing well, Nitro. I'm happy you could be here for the grand finale. Planning shit for next month. Nice, dude. Getting organized. Are you able to say what stuff you're planning for? Or are you keeping that on the hush-hush? Got any shit in here? Not really. Really? No documents, bro? That's crazy. I'm kind of wild for drinking an energy drink at 10 o'clock, but I got a long night ahead of me. I might end up taking off my glasses. These things are smudged the fuck, dude. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out and get a new fucking... Oh, my neck. I'm gonna get a new fucking, like, cleaning rag for them. I'm gonna do summer... Wait, what's that? Is that like some kind of like challenge or something? Like, what is that? This is an interesting environment. It's also like kind of new. Halloween, but in the summer. Interesting. So like you're gonna play a shit ton of horror games? Is it gonna be like you playing horror games or like horror mods for stuff? Like Minecraft and whatnot? Because if you're gonna play like horror games, can I recommend some to you? Russ, did I tell you anything about RE9? Like, for Max playing it, like his thoughts about it, like what it might be kind of like. Like what, there's like a certain game that's kind of new he's comparing it to. Dude, what is that gun? So I told you that Max was saying that it reminds him a lot of, him a lot of, Isolation. Or at least the section that was playable.
Sending some heavy equipment to your position. You'll need to
I thought I did.
a big clearing.
Figured you would find that interesting. Because I'd never played Isolation. But I feel like, like knowing what Alien Isolation is, that like an RE format, not the whole game, but like a section could be pretty cool. Do you have an idea of like any games you're playing, Nitro? It's dark. Oh. I need a new headset, dude. This thing's getting old.
I'm outside. Where are you?
He talks!
We see you now. Be advised, Sergeant. We're going in heavy and a little low.
Did him getting infected give him a personality?
I can't land with that stalker there.
Cool. Oh shit, we're in a boss fight. Or a close equivalent, I should say. You're open to some indie recommendations? Okay, okay. I see. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. I could cook up some horror recommendations for you for sure. Have you? Well, okay. Here's a free one that I feel like low key you would probably like. You ever heard of Spooky's Mansion on Steam? Okay, that one's quite literally free on Steam, and it's one of those horror, like, it went viral when it came out in, like, 2018, like, Mark and a bunch of other people played it. I low-key feel like you would like it. Like, it's like a bite-sized, like, kind of horror experience, but I think you would like it. Do I have to, like, run under this thing's undercarriage or some shit, dude? Coming, bitch! Nope. Way too fast. I know it's like weakness is on its back, but like I can't fucking get to its back. I killed it, but... Whoa, 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 Buster. Got it on the list, nice, okay. I'll try and think of some other ones, low-key. I'm gonna carve some watermelons, nice. I'd imagine you probably wouldn't want the horror games like that long. Like you'd probably want them like shorter. Let's go. I gotta drive a tank again.
Alright, now get after those 10 spiders.
10 spiders. I'm gonna turn up the voices a bit more. Yeah, we'll do those. Oh, what the fuck? Ew! Brother, ew! Ew. This is like a proper tank. Bitch. 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 Are we storming the Capitol? I like the environment switch low-key. This is definitely... I like this more. Like, these kind of environments. There's just something so cool that, like... In like, the contrast of fighting, like, you know, an alien invasion, but it's, like, you know, within, like, human architecture and everything. Like, it's a lot cooler than, you know, fighting alien and, like, you know, generic gray alien tube fucking... hide from me, you piece of shit. Have you played through the Granny games, Nitro? Because low-key, those would probably be pretty good to play on stream for all that, or, well, do content on. God damn it. There we go. Interesting enemy design. Kinda fuck with it. Fighting that thing and not in a tank would be terrifying. So does health not exist when I'm in this thing? Is this like a one-stop shop kind of fucking level? Okay, that's kind of cool. They like hide within like the buildings. I like that. I like that. Me like me like Oh. Okay. I guess we're out. Four. Let's go. Okay, so Goliath is like the next step up when it comes to their like mech technology, it seems. Interesting. I like the kind of like empty environments in the game, but also it is like kind of like, come on, there could have been like something in here, right? It does kind of add to the atmosphere like a bit. Shit. Oh no. There's no going back, gang. Is either lore over here? Oh, or health. Let's go. Honestly, I think I'd rather have health right now. So far, I'm honestly really liking this level. Specifically like these kind of sections. Oddly enough, I get like some kind of Half-Life vibes for them, or with them. Bro, those like spike grenades are so OP. I should go get full health. Bro, y'all could have just stayed up there. The AI is not very smart in this game. There's no intelligence about it. It's just artificial. Y'all are some red 40 ass enemies. Alright, another level done. Cool. Let's go, the reinforcements are here.
Our forces arrived in London nearly unscathed. It was hard not to stare in awe at the tower. We had only fled London 6 months earlier, and now it was almost unrecognizable. The whole city was covered in snow.
So
I
we're
knew
in like the
CHIMERA
fucking
thrived
depths
in
of it,
cold
bro.
weather,
We're in the
but it was
motherland
hard
for
to
them.
fathom how they might actually be altering the climate itself.
You saw the summer
The
wheat
power
thing from Gravity
conduits,
Falls.
the
Nice.
snow, and the tower
I was gonna say
had
it's
to
pretty
be related
cool.
in some way.
Came up with that.
There was no time to think about it. Their armies were already guarding the tower, and more would be coming.
Hey, what's going
We
on,
set the
hooping
tanks
expert?
up in assault formation and
Welcome to the
started
stream,
across
man.
Tower
Hope you're
Bridge.
doing well.
The last tanks were crossing the bridge when we saw Goliaths approaching from behind. We had to destroy the bridge before they caught up to our tanks.
I wonder how we're gonna have to take
Hale
out
and
a
a few other
Goliath.
soldiers took up defensive positions
Oh, I
while the
guess we're gonna
charges
find
were
out.
being set.
Or it's always Hale. Can someone else get some balls and do something? It's always me. It's always the bald American guy with no personality.
Captain Butler, Task 5 needs time to wire Tower Bridge.
How's
for
life doing?
detonation.
It's going pretty good, man. It's going.
A company will hold back the hordes.
I had to go to the dentist today to fix having a permanent retainer in my bottom teeth. Like it got fucked up, and one of like the glue chipped off. So I had to get that done today, so that's why I started really late. But
Task 5 reporting. We're nearly in position.
going not do it. Yeah, I got it. I like the snow environment so far in this. I really hope when I eventually play 2 and or 3, I hope they go with more environments like this. Like I remember from like gameplay footage, the third one was coming out, that there was like, damn bro, damn man, damn! Remember there being like a section like the bayou. I think they eventually, I think we failed, in our attempts to survive this. I think they end up invading America. They invade Louisiana. Fine. Got any more help up here, gangster? No? That's not ideal.
Approaching water reach. Recommend you find hard cover. Task 5, the bridge is set. We're nearly there.
Sure, good.
Launching volleys. You have water fire.
Shit! Oh, my 60 FPS ain't holding up too well. I don't think we have a single player here to count my deaths. I think I'm at like maybe 20. Something like that.
Alpha 1 to Alpha Company. All units, defensive posture.
Let's see what she got. Uh-oh, shot my friend.
Task 5 reporting. We're nearly in position.
Roger. Delta 4, take up
It really does bug me when companies like Sony have like just IPs just chilling in a fucking vault somewhere and just refuse to do anything with them. Like honestly, like they could just give up this IP to like some studio that would be interested in it, and they could probably make some kind of like small project for it. It's like this truly is one of the projects Sony will probably never touch. Ever. I mean, like, I guess, you know, like, never say never or to JP, but, like, I don't see a reason they would, to be honest. Like, these kind of, well, I don't know, I think this game, damn! Shoot one of the other people! I think this IP, specifically Resistance, unlike Killzone, could, like, I feel like Resistance could go into like a different kind of genre. I honestly feel like they could do more of like a horror kind of element for this. It worked really well. Low-key, kind of like a Resident Evil. kind of horror. Like, there's still action, but it definitely has like horror elements.
Task 5 reporting. We're nearly in position.
Roger. Delta 4, take up a pattern. I want ample warning of their advance.
Affirmative, Command. We'll keep watch.
Yeah. Or like Sony does like shows and shit. Sony can do like a fucking TV show of this. I'll take responsibility for that one. Just spawned up, dude. Chill out. Defensive posture.
Task 5 reporting. We're nearly in position.
I do like the alternate takes on certain weapons. Like, this is obviously, like, kind of inspired by, like, a bar. But, like, the barrel clearly looks a lot more modern, like, with the railing and everything. I do like that. Let's... Stalker! That's it. Stalker franchise. Or you can just shoot it head on. Like... Okay, we got one. Tank my FPS. I recommend you find Jesus. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Now if another one spawns, then we're really far. All my boys are dead. I remember Clover was in here for episode 1. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's even worse. He was saying that the Lark is like one of his favorite weapons. I hear like soldiers like talking. I didn't get a checkpoint there. This is gonna be a really interesting section. Jesus Christ. Like my first semi-roadblock of the game. I don't feel like I've had like a section that's like really fucking stumped.
Delta 4, take up a pattern. I want ample warning of their advance.
Affirmative, Command. We'll keep watch.
I guess there's buildings over here I wasn't checking. But where is there? Die. Telling me nobody else in this whole, you know, no other soldiers equipped with this rocket launcher. This section does low-key feel kind of Half-Life-esque, which I appreciate as a Half-Life 1 fan. I do need to play through the other Half-Lives, man. Well, Half-Life 2.
Launching volleys. You have water fire incoming.
Fortunately, that is also a series that, well, I mean, like, they had Alex, but, like, it's not really the same. Oh, fine, glitch. Heals should be up here. These are. Is there a second one? Is it dead? They didn't really like introduce these creatures. Like, they did, but like not like they did the other creatures. There we go. Oh.
Task 5. Tower Bridge destruction confirmed. Reposition at Southwark Bridge to complete objective.
Roger that. We're on it.
Any
Delta,
goodies?
what's the status of A Company?
I'm not seeing any survivors. Hold on. Oh, let me guess. Shaved head. Kind of quiet.
Sergeant Hale, rendezvous with
Okay.
Compromised team at
That was
Southwark
good.
Bridge.
They probably got to this point of the game and was like, huh, we have like maybe 5 lines of dialogue for our main character. That's actually really funny. They kind of referenced that and brought it up. Oh, hello. You know, I'd still say probably the game that, or for a game like with this kind of gameplay loop, you know, like kind of like a linear single player. Wait, can I jump on here? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love this. Loving this. Dude, I'm in Lies of P right now. I say the game that has, for at least from what I have played, the FPS game. Oh fuck! I do not want to be on that roof. Oh hell no! It's the wrong roof, brother. The game that does the kind of the linear, somewhat repetitive FPS. I think the game that does this gameplay loop the best that I've played somewhat recently is probably still Republic Commando. Just because the gimmick of that game of like controlling your like your squad is it's more of like it's like it's another thing your brain has to take into consideration because you are essentially, you know, making sure like you're controlling 4 people essentially. One of them, you know, only you being the one that you actually control to like do damage, but controlling the actions of other people. I think when you have like such a repetitive, you know, such repetitive action like these games where you're just kind of killing the same, you know, couple enemies over and over again, having a gameplay gimmick like that done well, I think is really important. You need something, right? Like, you need something to keep the shit interesting. Like, Black had really good, like, sound design, and the game looked pretty, so you wanted to keep going through it. This game has, you know, cool environments and like the whole like the world building is really nice. I'm getting a lot of graphical bugs, huh? I guess we're at that point of the game. And Republic Commando is the only one out of those where I would say the actual gameplay gimmick is like the best thing about it. And to add on to that, a company that I would love to see do like an FPS is honestly Capcom. I feel like Capcom knows how to kind of get the most out of certain gameplay gimmicks and whatnot. I feel like having them do like an FPS, well, I guess they kind of done like RE games, but I'm talking like a FPS game like this, a linear kind of story FPS. I feel like they would do a good job. Okay, I don't feel like they'd want to. But fuck it, Sony, sell Resistance to Capcom. Cowards. Fuck it, dude. Put it in the RE engine. Make it like an RE game. With how convoluted the lore is of RE, you could make it fit.
Victor 1 to command. Victor forces have reached the tower. Engaging Chimeran defenses now. Stalkers on site. Recommend air command maintain safe distance.
Affirmative, Victor. Coordinate with U.S. forces on approach from the east side of the tower. Find a way to unite the front.
Roger. We'll give them the broadside. Victor out.
The old crouch tech. Oh god, you're the big one. I did not see you. Those things are really creepy. Low key.
X-ray 6, come in. Opportunity wait. For safer.
I know that voice actor from somewhere. I don't know where, but he's in something I've played.
Targets of opportunity.
Damn, bro. Dude, the AI sometimes is the most like. What am I? Bro, this is like a. Oh shit. That was like a strat that I just had. Sometimes the AI in this game is just not fun to fight. They just run at you, and that's it. Like, that's their game plan. They don't have, like, any kind of actual, like, you know, engaging way of, like, fighting them. Like, these dudes have weapons that shoot through walls. And their immediate reaction is just run the guy down. Like, how stupid do you have to be? It's like, you could just do this. Oh, I don't. Like, look, that's what you could have done to me. But instead you just sprint at me and you make it really awkward.
Wiring southern bridge now. 5, be advised you have Chimeran Goliaths. Yeah, I see them. If you know a faster way to blow up a bridge, I'm all ears. Fire launch.
Task 5, report. Cartwright, come
That was
in.
kind of cool.
Delta, stay on site. Give me a status report on task 5.
I wonder how hard it is to set up the multiplayer of this game. We're not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it after I beat it tonight, but you know, it'd be cool. Maybe one day I'll do it by myself. Actually, I haven't played like any multiplayer games through emulation. I'm always afraid that it's like really hard to set up. Probably not. I think we're nearing the end though. It's kind of setting it up like it. I'm imagining the Goliath is probably gonna be like the last thing we fight. Ooh, we gotta go down to the tunnel. Ooh, shit. Ooh.
The outlook of the battle was growing bleaker by the second. Our tanks had killed legions of Chimera, but still they poured out of the tower. The
Like a
Chimeran
nest.
forces were holding us in check, while their Goliaths closed in on Southwark Bridge. With Tower Bridge destroyed, there was no possibility of retreat. The team I sent to destroy Southwark Bridge was not responding. It would only be a matter of time before we heard the spires in the air.
On the ice.
Hale, come in. Hale, do you read? Cartwright's team is lost. You have to finish the job at Southwark Bridge. If those Goliaths reach us, they'll infect the entire operation.
Jesus! No, 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 no. Like, that was so goofy, bro. That was just enemy spam. Like, you can't just throw a shit ton of enemies at me just because it's like later in the game. Doesn't make it fun. I'm just gonna goop on him, dude. Just goop. When in doubt, just goop. You know, I never see the enemies using the bullseye functionality. I don't know, I wonder if, like, that's actually true. Wow, that's gonna kill me. You can stick those? That's insane. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen an enemy actually use the bullseye thing. I wonder if they can't. Which is, like, kind of hilarious to think about, but, like, weird. I wonder if, like, in the later games they're like, maybe we should, like, implement something till it's like you gotta pull off the tracker or something, like change the continuity of it or something. Ooh, branching path. Oh, it's very branching. I don't know, with that kind of, like, you know, technology, I feel like that'd be a pretty useful strat to use. Oh, we're so fucked. Wait, never mind. We have this thing. This thing's really good. I do like that the auger has some kind of balance where, like, you can't, like, the bullets don't immediately come out of the wall, so you have, like, some kind of, like, time to dodge them. I do think that balances it, like, really well. It still is really annoying to fight auger enemies in the campaign. I'd say they're not very fun to fight. But it can be. It's on average, they're not, but they can be fairly fun. Dude, we're playing Lost in Vivo again. That game really grew on me. After being done with it for a few days now. I really like that game. I can confidently say that is probably the most scared I've been in a game before. Yeah, I'd probably say it's the scariest game I've ever played. I do think the Silent Hills are close, but I think that game being first person and, like, the claustrophobia and everything of it, it's kind of hard not to put that game. I really wish that the claustrophobia thing and, like, the low FOV really didn't fuck with me as much as it did. Because it did kind of, like, not, it didn't ruin my experience, but, like, it did kind of, like, hinder it, I guess. Like, nearing the end of the game, I kind of just wanted to be done because it was fucking with my eyes so much. low FOV thing, really. Like, especially like that kind of setting where it's also really dark. That does not fare well with my eyes. Where do you want me to go? Here? Oh, that's cool. Cool little mapping. Hey, what's going on, Andy? Oh my god, Andy! Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, I know it. Yeah. I saw you message me on Twitter. I didn't check it because I was about to start streaming. Well, I know you messaged me a while ago, but I didn't end up checking it. But yep, I'm assuming that's what it was about. I know. I'm so excited, Andy. I'm so I was saying that literally, it's like one of the first things I said at the beginning of the stream. I'm fucking shocked that Blooper was able to do this as like fast as like they are. Like, they just did Silent Hill 2 remake. They had another game that they released that's like completely it has nothing to do with Silent Hill, called like Chronos: The New Dawn. So they were working on that game. And then boom, Konami just says, "Oh yeah, here's Silent Hill 1, bro." When that music hit for the fucking reveal for it, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I honestly thought I was being lied to on Twitter. When I was seeing like all the reactions to it, I honestly thought it was a troll or something. I honestly couldn't believe it. Like the fact, Andy, that we're getting a brand new Silent Hill game, like a brand new one, completely new story in Silent Hill F, and then maybe like a year later, we're getting a remake of the Silent Hill game that probably deserves and needs the remake the most. I mean, Andy, we are eating good as Silent Hill fans. And like that basically confirms we're gonna get 3. Like in a way, that basically confirms we're gonna get 3. Because you can't do Silent Hill 1 story without doing 3. You just can't. And honestly, Andy, I was thinking about it. There's aspects of Silent Hill 1 I think done. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the PS1 graphics add a lot to Silent Hill 1. Like, they hurt it in a way, but at the same time it adds to its atmosphere. But there's aspects of Silent Hill 1 that I think are scarier than 2. And seeing what Blooper did with Silent Hill 2 Remake, dude, Andy, Silent Hill 1 might be I don't know. Because I played Silent Hill 1 like a long time ago. Not a long time ago, like maybe a year ago at this point. And I thought it was good. I gave it like an 8.5. I love it for being Silent Hill, but I felt like it didn't age the best. I felt like there was a lot of things about it that didn't age very well. But there were definitely aspects of that game that were a lot scarier compared to like 3 or 2, like some aspects, not like the entire game. That done with Bloopers kind of, you know, their kind of vision of the Silent Hill franchise, oh my gosh, Andy, it is going to be amazing. Honestly, I mean, personally, like, I wish it would have been Silent Hill 2 that got Game of the Year. Low-key, it just kind of comes down to what is also released that year when it comes out. Because there's just games that just, like, when they release, they just, like, kind of automatically have an upper edge on, like, Game of the Year awards and shit. Like, just how the industry is, unfortunately. But, my God, if they fucking continue cooking like they have been, one of these Silent Hill games is gonna get Game of the Year. One of them is gonna get Game of the Year. But no, I'm so excited, Andy. I'm like in absolute disbelief, and I mean, I don't know if I don't know if how much of an RE fan you are, like Resident Evil. I've never really played any of them. One day I'll probably do that on stream. I feel like I told you that before, but the fact that we're living in a universe now where we're getting a brand new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9, we're getting a brand new Silent Hill game, and we're getting a Silent Hill, a new Silent Hill remake, all within like maybe a year and a half of each other. And before all that, we got Silent Hill 2 remake, is insane. It's dude, survival horror fans are cooking right now. They're absolutely fucking cooking. Like, those were the, like, staple survival horror franchises for years. And both of them either became dormant or just started losing its quality. Like, losing, like, the quality of the games. Now, both of them are thriving. Fucking thriving. It's honestly insane. Again, I'm not really, like, a huge RE guy yet. I've never really played any of the games. But, like, I mean, to see the success of the RE games... Like, it's only gonna help Silent Hill, like, at the end of the day, because now they're competing with each other again. Like, back in the day, that's what RE and Silent Hill was. They were competitors, and they tried to one-up each other every time. Now, they are those competitors again in 2025 with, you know, the technology and graphics and all that shit that we have now. It's honestly awesome. It's absolutely amazing. Like, you know, competition... Fuck, I wanna die. I forget the saying that I'm trying to think of, but it's like, competition creates, like, quality or some shit. There's, like, something. Yeah, survival horror is so bad. Get away from me. Oh, you fucking creep. I forget what it is. Like, competition creates, like, some shit. I don't know. There's some kind of saying I'm thinking of in my head, but... You probably replied to it, but I haven't checked Twitter. Were you gonna be on late tonight? If so, did you want to potentially watch Session 9 later? These guys not spawning in. Oh, there we go. Honestly, what we need now is survival horror. We need like a Fatal Frame game. You know, to fucking complete it. Complete the prophecy. I can't really promise anything because I'm beating this game tonight. I don't know exactly how much is left. It's definitely not there. I mean, there's not like much left. If I get done before 12, so if I get done before 12, would you want me to hit you up then? Because the session 9's like an hour 40. Okay, so... Alright, because yeah, I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm able to stay up real late. So, I mean, again, if worse comes to worse, we'll find another day, but if I get done with this before 12, I'll hit you up. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh, Andy, I think I told you this, but I don't know if I told you like how soon it was gonna be. After I'm done beating this game, which is gonna be tonight, next Monday I'm gonna be starting my second playthrough of the original Silent Hill 2, but with the over-the-shoulder camera mod. That's gonna be the next game I'll be playing on stream. Yeah, I know, right? I'm honestly really excited for that. Oh god, it's the perverts, dude. And low-key, what a perfect time to go back to it. The like the whole announcement of Silent Hill 1 and everything. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. And I'll be able to play Born from a Wish for the first time. That's gonna be pretty cool. Fade away. Fade away that Kobe. Or Dirk. Shout out Dirk. Yeah, one day I'll play that. I want to play that on the Wii, like a Wii emulator with like actual Wii, like nunchucks and controllers. Because I've heard that was like the best way to play it. Or, I mean, I've heard that more than not, that most people prefer to play it with like the whole Wii, like the Wii remote being your flashlight and everything. So, one day when I can acquire like a Wii remote and like some kind of dolphin bar to be a do like the sensor, I'll play it on stream for sure. I also need to play through Silent Hill 4. How is it?
We've reached the center of CHIMERA operations. I'm counting on him to tell us what exactly we're attempting to do here.
Affirmative. We'll handle the Goliath. Can't ride out.
I just need to like let this guy shoot it. There's no way, right? No, I don't think so. Brother. Why do you think these things are so fucking annoying? Like, you tell me that, like, the weak spot is on its back, but then you never let me get an opportunity to get to its back.
Of course it is, Captain. It's Hale here who nearly got himself killed.
I would hope not. We've reached the center of CHIMERA operations. I'm counting on him to tell us what exactly we're attempting to do here.
Affirmative. We'll handle the Goliath. Can't ride out.
Where the hell are you going, brother? He just fucking pieces out. He can do that? Sure. Dude, don't look at my fingers while I'm holding that, dude. It looks so weird. Dude, this game surprisingly is 18 gigabytes. I feel like that's like low-key a lot.
Now let's get back to the gate. Feel your twig and berries shrinking up. Let's you know you're still
Low-key, I'm probably
alive.
gonna delete this whenever I get done with it. Oh, brother. I don't know, maybe they do use the one thing.
It's Hale here who nearly got himself killed.
I would hope not. We've reached the center of CHIMERA operations. I'm counting on him to tell us what exactly we're attempting to do here.
Affirmative. We'll handle the Goliath. Can't ride out.
Come with the sub. Alright, I'll see you later, Andy. I'll text you if I end up getting done before 12.
Got it. Now let's get back to the gate.
There we go. Second time's a charm. Or something like that. Would I get a buddy with me now? No, he was just a facade. Or do you just move that fucking slow? My man's walking around like this. Low key though, nobody would ever fucking catch a black. Man is ready. The auger guys. Goodness gracious. Die.
I would hope not. We've reached the center of CHIMERA operations. I'm counting on him to tell us what exactly we're attempting to do here.
Please don't. Bro, why is he not on fire? There we go.
Got it! Now let's get back to the gate.
Oh my gosh.
I would hope not. We've reached the center of CHIMERA operations. I'm counting on him to tell us what exactly we're attempting to do here.
Dude, like, why is he running away? I feel like this is really cheap. Brother.
Got it!
Fucking hell.
Now let's get back to the gate.
Wow. That really cooked. Dude, there's so many bullets! There we go. Not dead. Go. Ran the crouch. I ran out of fucking ammo for the hailstorm. Not ideal. Hedgehog grenades though. Those are solid. Hedgehog grenades definitely trivialize some areas. It'd honestly be really interesting to watch a speedrun of this, man. They have to use like ability like hedgehog and like auger. Oh, we have to control it? Fuck. Dead? Thank you. Alright, now I like this. You're telling me it's a chimera controlling this? I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I'm surprised about that. Oh yeah, we've already controlled this before. Oh. Okay, you're the Goliath. Okay, no. Okay, this feels very final bossy.
Keep at it!
What do you want me to do? Yeah, I'll keep shooting him, brother.
Getting somewhere!
Are we? I'm trying to use video game logic, looking for like, you know, weak point. Not really seeing much. It's weird how this thing moves. It has like momentum.
We're climbing it down!
Okay. I'll take him saying stuff like that as we're doing good.
Just a little more!
Really.
This packet almost had its fill!
No shot. Oh, okay. Now what? What do you want me to do? Oh my gosh. That is evil, brother. I have no health. Okay, so far so good. Checkpoint, we love that. We absolutely love that. No, I don't love that. Bro, why are they... The rockets are just lying. That's one of ours. Yeah. Can I get out? Oh, now. No. There we go. Can I get out of this thing before it blows up, please? There we go. I just took fall. Are you kidding me? Alright. I'm trying. Oh, you're not dead? Cool. Okay. No way that was it, right? Hey, what's going on, single player?
Not bad shooting, I'd say.
Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome back to the stream. How many? I think I've died like maybe like 5 times today.
You go ahead. I'll cover this.
I forget what the count was before we got off yesterday, but I'm pretty close to your tally. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so yeah, I'd say I'm at like maybe 26. 26 or 27, probably. Nah, probably like 26, 27. Angel's Lair. Okay, we might get a few more. Y'all giving me some ammo? No. Not at all. We had an environment shift in one of these levels. We had like a snowy level. That was pretty cool. You're streaming Saints Row 3? Nice, dude. Did you beat it at all? Or did you end up beating it? Or you're still on it? Okay, this is gonna be the final boss. Gotta be. Look at the ammo. Bullseye Mark II? That's cool. I didn't know there was an upgrade. Still playing. You keep making and deleting characters. Why is that? You just don't like the look of yours you made, or? That's cool that it changes color. Oh yeah, bro, this is so fucking Halo. It's not even funny. You guys have the blue death as well. Damn. A lot of y'all. Damn, there's more. I appreciate all the ammo. Can I? Damn, bro. No health? We're gonna need some health. Oh, there's some health. Take those for sure. Dude, this is literally like a Halo map. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but this ramp being here reminds me of a Halo map. They was copying homework, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely World War II Halo, like for sure. Bro, why are they sending all the little perverts at me? I mean, honestly, I'm okay with it. Compared to fighting the dudes with, like, the super weapon, but... Pretty sure there was health down here. Yeah, there was. I kind of wish the Bullseye Mark II looked a little bit different. Okay, auger rounds. Alright. Lore. Lore does not give me health. Unfortunately. I'd have a shit ton of health if it gave me. I love how it immediately, well, I guess that makes sense. The next weapon would be a rocket launcher, but it's like, yeah, immediately put a rocket launcher in this scenario. I don't like that there's no health here, so I'm gonna run back and go grab the health that was over there. I'm assuming we're about at the end. I had to guess. Q. One thing I know for a fact the other games have is sprint. At least 3. I know 3 has sprint. I don't know if 2 has sprint. I'd imagine, considering going into the game. Because obviously with this trying to kind of copy Halo, like I'm not surprised it doesn't have sprint. Oh, pervert. I'll sneak up on him, bro. Honestly, at this point, they really need to send them at me. Like, it's just kind of goofy at this point. Might die. Bro, how many sniper shots does it take? Oh my goodness. I don't know where the last checkpoint was. I hope it's just like every other room or something. You're fucking kidding me. Back here? Oh, brother. This shit's gonna be annoying. Something like that. Bitch. You'll go back to sea. I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. Did that not kill him? I don't know. I feel like the later levels have kind of turned into like more a lot of like enemy spam, and like I feel like the equipment and the utility you get like doesn't really work with like the systems within the game. I don't know. Like with the way the enemy AI is, like they just run you down. So like you can't like tactically bullseye someone and then get behind cover and then shoot. You can't like, you know, tactically use like your grenades or like this is like fucking useless at this point. Like the enemy AI and kind of like the damage of the guns just kind of hurt the combat in like the later portion of the game. Vulnerability to it? What do you mean vulnerability to it?
Saber teams, U.S. forces have entered the tower. Be careful what you shoot. 2 eyes good, 6 eyes ready.
What do you mean by that, single player? Oh, you come back. It's like these guys are just here to like make me waste ammo. It's like, come on, bro. Okay, so this is the section that has all of the auto guys. Is there like any health back here? I don't think so. Like, this is just annoying to deal with. Like, I understand, like, I can see them. So, like, like, it's easy, like, you know, I can, like, dodge them, but, like... Dude. He's not dead? Bro, the sniper is useless. I hit that guy like at least 4 or 5 times. And you're telling me he didn't die? I know there's one more, yeah. Okay. You're not gonna give me any heals? Are you kidding me? Oh, thank you. Bitch and you shall, you know, bitch and complain and, you'll receive. Alright, now you better give me like a checkpoint, right? Surely. You still here, single player? Well, I tried asking you what you meant by your question like twice, and you didn't say anything. When you said vulnerability to it, I asked what you meant by that. 'Cause I didn't know what you meant. Welcome back, Rias. Hope your CS games went well. The fuck is this, dude? Alright. No, I wouldn't really say that. It's not even lack of options. You have plenty of options. I'm saying the options don't work. Like, the way the game wants you to, like, use them, you can't really use them. The AI doesn't, like, work in that way. Like, it seems like they want you to be, like, methodical with it. Like, the bullseye mechanic, right? It's like, okay, I'll tag a guy, get behind cover, and shoot and kill him. The way the AI works is they just sprint at you, so like, it doesn't even work. Like, it's like, I don't feel scared while playing. It's the enemies just don't, like, the way the game wants you to kind of, like, play. Like, this thing, right? This cluster mine thing is supposed to be, like, you take out enemies behind cover, like, you ambush enemies, right? That's, like, literally the description of the gun. I've just been using it as a fucking get out of jail, fucking shoot it forward at me, or shoot it right in front of me when there's like a shit ton of enemies. Like, that's not the purpose of the gun. Like through the game, the purpose of the gun is to ambush enemies. There's very little times where, like, it's like I can ambush the enemy. I just feel like the systems the game, like, implements it doesn't really work. Like, the way I end up fighting enemies is not, I feel like, how, like, the equipment and everything I have, like, is, like, meant to be. I feel like it kind of just turns into me, like, trying to just out-spam the enemies that are just spamming auger shots at me, rather than, like, anything else. Like, this is the kind of combat it's kind of turned into. It's like me just jumping around trying to, like, out-spam the enemies with the same guns. I feel like if they gave you regenerating health instead of health packs, low-key, that might, like, remedy it a little bit. He's like, bro, they don't, like, you lose health, like, I'm on normal, and I feel like I lose health, like, really fucking fast. No. I mean, like, I guess you could say that if you want to be negative about it, but considering I played like at a high amateur level in an FPS game, I'm gonna say no. I feel like I have the right to say that. If there was ever a genre that I'm able to, like, I'm willing to critique or have the credentials to critique without being told that, I'd say it's FPS. I assume you're yeah, you assume? Brother, I competed at like a high amateur level in an FPS game. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good at FPS games. Yeah, it's like pretty boring. It's repetitive.
The few tanks that remained would soon be overwhelmed by the seemingly
You know, single player,
hordes
you
of
could be really
CHIMERA.
negative sometimes.
Our only hope lay with the few soldiers who had managed to infiltrate the tower. It was
Makes
up
you
to
think
them
different.
to find a way to destroy it from the inside.
Interesting. It's encouragement? How is that encouragement? That's annoyance. Or like this shit. When they have like, when they just use these, like, these enemies, it feels like it's just like lazy combat. Like, I'm just spamming like the weakest weapon I have to get them out of the way, and then I just end up losing like more ammo. Like 10 to 12 hours, something like that. So I think I'm at like, I think when I looked on RPCS3, I have like an 8 hours and a half on it, so probably like 9 or 10 now. Oh, you're human, let's go. Or like there's enemies, like there's like the one enemies, like the stalker enemies or whatever, that they want you to get behind it and shoot its weak spot in the back. Well, the enemy like can track you through fucking walls and any bit of cover you get behind. So whenever you try to like flank it or get around it, it just moves backwards. Like it tries to have you like do things in like a methodical, tactical way. But the game never like allows you to like kind of approach it in that way. Like you can never like distract the stalker to get behind it. You can never like outsmart it because it always knows where you're at through like AI, like through its like, you know, through its like coding and shit. It knows where you're at behind cover and everything. It always is constantly tracking you and moving backwards. So you end up just fucking blowing it up from the front with an RPG. But then like, well, I mean that's no excuse. That is definitely not an excuse. I've played Half-Life 1 and I've played Halo 1, which are older than these games, and have way better fucking like way better like arenas and shit, and way better systems for combat. I mean, I'm not completely shitting on this game, but this game definitely has flaws. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm at the end of the game. I have critiques. Like it's this game. I mean, like I'm gonna be real. I went into this game thinking it was gonna be like an okay experience. I'm walking out thinking it's an okay experience. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's like a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's not like completely offensive, but like there's absolute criticism about this game. Like I don't feel like it does the best job to keep you entertained throughout the combat. I don't hate the game. Just because I have critiques about the game doesn't mean I hate it. I critique some of my favorite games. I'm not sick. No, it's getting boring. It's reached its limit. Like the combat, I don't feel like is evolved enough to keep me interested out of the very end.
Discovered a massive exhaust vent on the tower. Keep following the power conduits. There must be
No, I mean I'm
something
okay. I'm
hidden
playing it. I'm
below
not like I mean my childhood. I never even beat the game, so like I'm happy I'm playing it. But, hey, bro, this shit's just annoying. Like that's just annoying, man. Like they just spam you through the wall. You can't really do shit. You're just gonna take damage. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I'm really hyped about that. I'm surprised it's like they were able to get it in development like as soon as they have been. But I'm really excited for it. If they treat it with the same like love and attention as the 2 remake, I think it's gonna be really good. Bro, this shit's a troll. The bullseye. You're surprised it took this long? I'm shocked they announced it this soon. Dude, like this isn't good combat, man. I'm just getting shot at by yellow orbs through walls at the final level. Like the auger's a really neat idea for a gun, but definitely like isn't fully realized. I'm getting more interested in facing my fears and thinking of getting the remakes. Like the Silent Hill remakes? If you're talking about those, then I highly recommend that, man. Silent Hill 2 Remake is my 3rd favorite video game of all time. I think it is the best way to play the Silent Hill story. RE2. I can't comment on RE. I imagine they're really great games. That's more of a Riot thing. I've never played them. I read the story about Silent Hill 4 and that would be cool to play even though it's creepy as hell. Yeah, Silent Hill 4 apparently is like the scariest of the OGs from a lot of people say. One day I want to play through that. This feels like final boss.
Saber 12, rendezvous with Echo 6. Hold on, Hale. Commanders are en route.
There's normal enemies in here? Are you fucking me? Oh, brother. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Echo 6 to command. We've located Sergeant Hale.
Affirmative 6. Fall back to position.
Why would you give me shotgun rounds? Why would you give me shotgun bullets for this section? I mean, unless like more enemies spawn at one point that are gonna be on the ground. But there's no way you're like, yeah, this guy needs a fucking shotgun in this scenario.
Hold on, Hale. Commanders are en route.
Brother. What is hitting me? What is hitting me? Was it his spikes? Oh my gosh, dude. I went ham there too.
Command. We've located Sergeant Hale.
Affirmative 6. Fall back to position.
Roger.
At least there's a checkpoint. I wouldn't really even say it's hard. Like, it's more like frustrating than hard, I would say. It gets more frustrating than I'd say it does get like hard. I feel like its difficulty is kind of like, I don't know, like, I feel like its difficulty is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spam a shit ton of enemies at you and see if you can, like, you know, maneuver your fucking ass cheeks around it. It's like, this isn't like difficulty, this is just like frustration. More are you?
Saber 12, we have Sergeant Hale. No sign of Echo.
Did I win?
Saber, you're to follow his lead.
I have friends. Let's go. I guess I understand now maybe why they're giving me shotgun ammo, like maybe in here. I'll say this. I think with a few minor tweaks, I feel like Resistance 2, like, if like, there's a few things I feel like if they work on, like, for like Resistance 2 and 3, if like those, like some of the criticisms I have are, you know, worked on and whatnot, I can definitely see these games being pretty good. Like, the sequels at least. And to be honest, like, out of the trilogy, this is the one that is regarded the worst. Out of Fall of Man 2 and 3, this is the one that's widely regarded as the worst one. So, like, if I'm giving this like a 6, and the other two is supposed to be better, like gameplay-wise and everything, bro, what happened to my guys? You're telling me you gave me the guys for that little-ass tunnel? That's it? Hellstorm bullets, I'll take that. Surely this is the last room, right? Like, surely. Jesus Christ.
Reactor. Look for any way to destroy it.
Okay. At least I got, like, people around me. Dude, how are you not dead? You're not dead? Brother me oh my. I honestly wonder, don't bruh me, bro. Do not bruh me. Oh, okay, you're talking about the game, okay. I honestly, I don't think they go away from the health pack system. in the sequels, I think they still stick with like regenning health. Oh, no, I feel like that's an interesting decision, bro. How is he not dead? How is he not dead, bro? I mean, there's aspects. Yeah, no, they're like, there's aspects of it with the combat that are extremely frustrating. Again, like I wouldn't never say this game's like difficult to play. It's just like frustrating to play. Like its evolving combat like is just throw a shit ton of enemies at you, and you just try and like dodge their bullets as much as you can. Like their difficulty doesn't really evolve past that. I'm honestly shocked that they had like the whole like bullseye Mark II thing. I'm surprised they didn't like have like any other like upgraded variants of guns you have. I feel like that would have been really cool. Oh my god. He's guarding the health. He's guarding the health. I saw the auger guys. Where are they at, bro? Alright, I see. That's not auger. You're not dead. Almost fell off the fucking map again. Is this not health? Oh, that's grenades.
The shields are coming down! Once those shields fall, you give it hell! Nice doing it! Keep shooting!
Hit shooting!
Shoot the roads!
Try it again. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Don't let it happen, man. Where the fuck did all you come from, bro? Okay, at least there's a checkpoint here. I did not see if there's a checkpoint or not. Okay. And now I know that I can take my time.
Fall, you give it hell! Nice doing it! Keep shooting!
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll take out that enemy.
Shoot
Bam.
the roads!
Bam. Bro, like they just sprint. Can I kill it all from here?
Got another open panel! You have to shoot the roads!
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking annoying. Oh yeah, 100%. Like if a game's like difficult, but it's like it's a fair, reasonable difficulty, like like Souls games. I'd say for the most part, like maybe some bosses in Souls games like aren't fair and reasonable. I'd say for the most part, you know, Souls games fall under like a more fair, like reasonable difficulty. Oh my god. Where did they come from, man? Oh my.
The shields are coming down! Once those shields fall, you give it
Like,
hell!
good difficulty is something that you can learn and get better at. Frustrating difficulty is just kind of like trial and error until like all like the things fall in place for you. Like that's like unfair difficulty. And that's kind of what like this is. Like I understand what I'm supposed to do. It's just kind of like having things lined up my way. And right now they're not. I played like a little bit of Crisis 1. I've never like actually like beaten it or anything.
You have to shoot the rods!
And like they don't get like where's the fuck's my health, man? Like I have 4 bars of health to do all this shit.
They're coming down!
How like what do you want me to do?
Once those shields fall, you give it hell! That's doing it! Keep shooting! Shoot the rods! We've got another
Alright, well there goes my excess heal. I almost feel like some kind of like lifesteal mechanic or some shit would have been cool.
You have to shoot the rods!
Hell, these forts breaking up. We have to fall back. Radio when you're clear. We'll pick you up.
Or I don't even know.
Another barrel, boys!
I have no. Okay, there better be help out here, bro. Where are they coming from? There's so many enemies. There's so many fucking enemies. Bro, where is all the fucking health to combat this, man?
Shields are coming down!
You give me 2 health packs for all this shit?
Once those shields fall, you give it hell!
Fuck it, dude. Let me just fucking do this.
Shoot the rods!
Yeah, low key, Andy. Welcome back all the way. Yeah, if you plan on getting off soon, unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be able to whatchamacallit, watch the movie tonight.
Keep shooting!
Bro, get out of the scope, get out of the scope, get out of the scope. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I've been taking my time, man. The game doesn't respect my time.
The shields are coming down! Once those shields fall, you give it hell! That's doing it! Keep shooting!
Bro.
Shoot the roads!
I'm setting up an ambush like the game wants me to. Bro, I'm getting ambushed. Alright.
We've got another open panel!
No, we don't.
You have to shoot the roads!
There's gotta be like some kind of health I'm missing or something, bro. Like, I'm looking out in the field, I don't see shit.
Another panel, boys!
Hell, these force breaking up.
Okay.
Have to fall back.
We got to this part again.
Radio when you're clear. We'll pick you up.
We need to get rid of this guy, bro. This guy is... Where do you come from? Bro, he spawned behind me. He legitimately spawned behind me. I was just looking that direction. There was no fucking enemy coming from that way, bro. He literally come out of here.
What's those shields for? You give it hell!
Oh my god, bro.
Shoot the
I'm
roads!
glad I got my 2 NPC enemies here. Or, teammates.
That's doing it! Keep shooting!
They're really locked in. Are they already dead? Bro, you guys can't kill one enemy.
We've got another open panel!
Oh, I love how I hear their dialogue, but they're both fucking dead. It's like the illusion of having like teammates.
You have to shoot the roads! The shields are coming down!
I just don't know what the game expects me to do.
Once those shields fall, you give it hell! That's doing it! Keep shooting! Shoot the roads!
Dude. My NPC bot teammates can't even kill one dude.
We've got another open panel! You have to shoot the roads!
Hell, these force breaking up.
Okay.
We have to fall back. Radio when you're clear. We'll pick you up.
What killed me?
The shields are coming
What
down!
fucking just killed me? Dude,
Those shields fall, you give it
what
hell!
just killed me there, bro?
That's doing it!
That
Keep
one didn't even
shooting!
make sense.
Shoot the roads!
Like, what fucking killed me? Like, I know it was the spike things from the flying. No, I mean, like, I could cheat and I think do like a save state, but like, I'd rather not do that. Like, bro, I know I can do this. It literally is just like,
We've got another open
it's just trial and error. It probably is, to be honest, Andy. It probably is. Okay, this thing needs to die.
You have to shoot the roads!
get rid of this thing first. Kill this thing, things get probably easier, right? Okay, he's dead. Okay. Okay, shoot rod number 2. Okay. Alright, look, I got my mines down. I got my mines. I'm planning ahead. Let's see how much it helps. Okay, okay. Am I clear to go? Okay, I'm assuming you want me to move forward. Maybe.
Another panel, boys!
Where's the panel? Over here. Okay, yeah, it's over. It's this one. Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. We might. Hold on. We might be cooking. We might be cooking now. Hold on. Never mind. I mean, I found health. There's like no button. Get out of the scope, please. Thank you. There's no way someone did this no damage. There's no way. Listen, I will never doubt the dedication that gamers have, but there's no way someone did this shit no damage. Oh no. No, just let me die. Just let it be a sacrifice. Oh, let's go. Fuck it, dude. let my character die. Don't make me run out. If that was like the actual final thing, that's a shitty final boss.
We're too close, Captain. We've got to get close.
Nah, there's no way. There's something else. There's like one other thing.
It's too late. No one's coming out of there.
I said...
Oh, they did let me die. Huh.
As the tower fell, Chimeran creatures began to shriek and writhe on the ground. They died within minutes.
Okay.
We believe they were simply unable to survive the loss of the angels. The significance of our victory in London wasn't understood for several days. The reactor meltdown caused a chain reaction that destroyed all the towers in the network. At least in Britain, the Chimera were defeated.
Cool.
We have investigated the ruins of 5 towers so far. As we attempt to reverse engineer the complex technologies we find, the mystery of the Chimera only deepens. With combat subsided, the soldiers have been searching the rural villages for survivors. So far, we found 921 hiding in bunkers and basements, 78 of them children. Cartwright's youngest daughter, Angela, was among them.
That's sweet.
As for Nathan Hale, his body was never recovered.
As for generic
He was
American
presumably
bald
incinerated
soldier,
inside the tower.
he died.
The American military lists him as killed in action, July the 14th, 1951. A part of me still believes he might have escaped somehow. I even thought I heard his voice on the radio just after the tower exploded. I'll never know for sure.
Okay. Alright, end of the game. Yeah, I mean, safe to say I did not like that level. I don't know, that's kind of a... I never like when, like a game's final level is like wave shit, like Diligence, which is like waves of enemies. I feel like that's always like an easy cop out for like a final level and like an easy way to like, you know, introduce difficulty. Overall, yeah, I mean, yeah, I appreciate you for dialing back the bullying. I would have got mad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, my overall, like, rating of the game hasn't really changed to what I expected from the game. I came into this expecting, like, an average FPS, and I left with an average FPS. Like, it didn't exceed any expectations, and it didn't really, like, it wasn't worse than what I expected. I mean, like, this kind of, like, gameplay design you find in, like, FPS games, like, bro, you find them in, like, COD campaigns and shit. Like, I'm not new to this stuff. It's just, like, whenever I see it, I always point it out, because it is always, like, you know, a lot of it is kind of, I feel like, very, artificial difficulty is, like, how I like to put it. Like, I don't feel like that, like, this game isn't difficult. Like, I don't put it in the same category as I do, like Souls games or something like that, right? But it's frustrating difficulty. It's difficulty... For sure. Yeah, true. Oh, dude, I would have never done this when I was, like, 8. I had no patience as a kid. But, like, the way these games, or like this kind of like game would introduce difficulty is just making enemies more spongy and just enemy spam. That's kind of the formula that a lot of these games fall into. And, like, I guess, I mean, it depends which one you're talking about. You're talking about, like, the reboot? Like, the reboot ones, like the newer ones, or like old ones? Like, the difficulty of, like, this final level, the reboot ones, I haven't played any of. I have not played any of those. I have some of them. One day I'll probably play them. Like, the difficulty, like, that final level wasn't, like, pattern recognition or, like, improving on, like, certain parts. Like, I don't really feel like there was much I could have done to make that, like, an easier kind of, like, experience or, like, you know, to be, like, become better at that part. I feel like it was just, like, kind of things, like, things kind of, like, lining up my way while also trying to do, like, control what I can't control. Cause, like, bro, there was, like, some time, like, literally, bro, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just blind, I literally do wear glasses, but, like, there was a time I literally, like, an enemy, like, literally just spawned behind me, like, I just can't do anything about it. I mean, like... And this is the problem with, like, games like this, when you have, like, non-regenerating health. Because Half-Life 1 has non-regenerating health, right? But the way Half-Life 1 does its areas, it allows you to, like, control the battle, like, constantly. Like, Half-Life 1 enemies don't just fucking sprint at you in a straight line. Like, they have brains, they work differently, they take cover. Like Half-Life 1 enemies don't just fucking run at you and try and kill you. That's what makes Half-Life 1, like... Oh, there's a fucking end credit scene. No fucking way. Dude, this game preceded Marvel. Marvel copied Resistance Fall of Man. I made it out. Wait, they show me getting picked up? Really? that? What was that supposed to represent? Was that supposed to represent, because I'm infected with like the Chimera virus, was that supposed to represent like me, like my character having like a hard time like battling that? Okay, I appreciate that. New weapons have been unlocked for your next. Wait, there's a new game plus? No way. No fucking way there's new game plus. No fucking shit. I'm not playing it, but I'll load into it. There's no fucking. This was fun. There's no fucking. What new guns we talking about? What kind of new guns you talking about here? Hard mode. Yeah, you gotta pay me for that. If you donate me, I'll do it. Okay. Yup.
All in! We're getting out of here! Dabrowski! Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
Where's the new guns? I mean, there's like a new... Huh. This is interesting. Okay, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it, but it is kind of cool. There's like a new game plus. Yeah, I guess I gotta find them. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool. That gives the game like an extra 0.1 points. But as I was saying, like what separates like a linear like single player FPS game from like a good one from a bad one is like how they like kind of how their combat arenas are set up basically, and like also like how good the AI is. Because like Half-Life 1, you're thrown in like these like locked in like combat areas, and it's almost like a puzzle that you have to figure out. You have to use your like equipment wisely. You know, you can learn the enemy AI and use that for like other battles. They give you like actual like cover. The enemy just doesn't know where you're at constantly. So it's like the enemy AI, like you could flank the enemy AI, kill an enemy, run back, and then the enemy's like trying to find you still. In this game, the enemies just kind of know where you're at constantly. So it's like, and like I know I'm like comparing it to like some of the best FPS games of all time. So like again, obvious. I went into this expecting an average experience. I left with an average experience. I'm just kind of like giving my thoughts of why, like what makes this average compared to a game like Halo 1 or like Half-Life 1. Yeah, Half-Life's an FPS. Yeah. But yeah, for me, like again, this game, sorta. There's like a fan-made mod that like was officially released by Valve. It's called Black Mesa. But overall, yeah, I'd give this game like a 5.5 to a 6. I think this game has a lot of like the blueprint for this game I think is really cool. Like there's a lot, like I love the world of Resistance. Like I love the enemies, I love the idea of the Chimeran War, dude, the hell is that? I love the idea of like the Chimeran War and everything. Like the alien invasion being set like World War II, I think is a really cool like I think it's really cool in like the time that you're fighting this all in, like in it's basically Halo World War II. I felt like a lot of the like the outdoor environments were my favorite part. Fighting like an alien invasion within like human architecture and like human environments, I think was the highlight of the game for me. Um, the game's environments when you were fighting them in like the alien like buildings and shit and bunkers with like generic like like quite literally like one-to-one Halo design of like, you know, the like alien buildings and shit, like generic like few colors and everything, and just kind of like pipe design and stuff like that. Like to me, those weren't very memorable. They felt very like generic. It felt like them sticking with like the modern, or not the modern, the sticking with the outdoor environments and everything. Not even outdoor, because like some of my favorite levels were like the indoor levels as well. Like the tunnel level, I think was really cool, but it was still like within human. It was in with like a human like architecture and shit, like human like man-made structures. I feel like the kind of like interesting contrast of fighting like an alien invasion within like, you know, a rural town in fucking England is a really cool like idea. And I think those levels were the most memorable. But I'm looking forward to playing Resistance 2 at one point, because again, I do think with like a few improvements on certain things, um one, they got to give this fucking main character some kind of fucking personality, bro. Like it he was so like having him talk, like, okay, one, they should have never like shown his face, like, period. If you're gonna have like a character that doesn't talk, don't show its face. Just have him be you. Have like the player kind of just like think that the playable character that they are playing as is just them, if you're gonna do that. But they didn't even like stick with him not talking, because chalk it up to him losing control. But even at the beginning of the game, when he wasn't infected, he didn't talk at all. Because like they didn't even stick with the silent protagonist trope throughout the entire game. Because like there's like random points throughout the game where he says like a few lines, and you're just like, you know, he has like why not give him like some kind of personality throughout the game, or something to make him a bit more memorable. What's going on, Rob? Welcome to the stream. I'm pretty sure in Resistance 2, he might have. I'm pretty sure in Resistance 2, they go a lot more into like the story of Nathan Hale, with him being like infected and everything, and he has a lot more of a personality. I'm pretty sure. I know 3, the main protagonist has a personality, but it's a completely different character. But now there's things that I think if they improve on slightly for the sequels, like you have like a, yeah, I'm off, but I'm off tomorrow, but I don't know if I would. Do you have a daughter? I don't think so. If he did, I was not paying attention. But yeah, I'm off tomorrow, but I don't know about any movies tonight. Yeah, I think there's a few things that if they improve on for like Resistance 2 and 3, when I eventually do get around to playing them, I could see them, you know, being like a solid like 7, 8 out of 10 games. Probably not tonight. I mean, maybe. I guess it just depends how late you want to stay up, because I was gonna play some stuff with Rias. So I guess it just depends, but I would say we could save that more for like the weekend. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this game, or like the world that like Insomniac created, and like the whole like Chimeran War and everything, like the whole alien invasion thing, I really do feel like this game, or like this kind of world and everything, will be a lot better in like a different kind of genre. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if this game like leaned more towards like the horror aspect of it, I feel like it would have done it a lot better. I don't feel like generic FPS shooter game is necessarily what is best for like this kind of world, and like what they created. Like, honestly, I could see this being like some kind of like horror game, and it doing a lot better. Um, like if this game, or if this series were ever to be rebooted, or just like a new entry into the franchise, yeah, I don't think your first message went through, Rise. I feel like it'd be interesting seeing like this, like these enemies and like this kind of story done in like a more like horror genre. because like you kind of see them doing it at times, like the tunnel level and like certain like them even having like the flashlight and everything. Like it's like they want to have like horror elements in the game, but didn't like fully commit to it at all. But trying to think of other things to say about it. I don't know. Like none of like the gameplay really like impressed me that much. Like the best things I can say about this game and like the compliments I will give it just all revolves around like the world and like the world building and like not necessarily like the story because again I wouldn't really say the story is really good. It's more of like the general idea of like what Insomniac came up with. I think has a lot of potential. And that's why like I am looking forward to playing like the second one at least because I know the third one I can't really emulate right now. Um, because I think if they did learn from like some of their gameplay mistakes and like this one, it just felt way too fucking generic and way too like I felt like the whole like everything they kind of like all like the items and like weapons they gave you I don't feel like really like meshed really well to create like a very like engaging like combat experience. It all just kind of turned into me using like the same couple weapons and just jumping around trying to spam kill enemies. I felt like fighting enemies with like the auger was like really frustrating. Like you'll run into like two or three of them, and again because of how the enemy AI is, they're just shooting you through walls like pinpoint accuracy. Like obviously the auger like you have like a second to like move out the way, but when you have like two or three of them just shooting the auger at you, it's just really frustrating to fight because it's like you can use the auger against them too, but you don't at a certain range you don't get like a red dot like a red crosshair on them when you like see them, so it's like you're kind of just guessing where they're shooting at that point. So I feel like there was a lot more frustration with like the combat in the games than anything. It was a last stand thing. Wait, what do you mean? What was a last stand thing? I mean, don't get me wrong. There were like some combat sections that were. I felt like they did way too much of that. Like the wave thing, like that kept happening like over and over again. Especially like I mean again I have a personal pet peeve of like any game. It's like final boss is just like a wave based thing. That's basically what that was at the end. But don't get me wrong. I mean, there were like some areas that I think had like cool combat sections. Again, I feel like the whole tunnel area, like the first time I was in the tunnels, I think that whole combat section was pretty cool and like probably the most memorable in the game. Um, but like nothing ever really like stuck around long enough to be like super memorable or like really like be like a defining like moment or like area within the game. Unfortunately, like some of the most memorable areas are some of the most frustrating areas to go through. Um, and things just got really repetitive. Like low key, honestly, I feel like this game could have been a lot shorter, and it probably would have been a lot better to digest. Because again, this game isn't like something like Republic Commando or Black or like any of those games where there's like something that like makes the repetitiveness of what you're doing less repetitive. Like Republic Commando, you have like the whole, like squad-based system. So it never really felt like dragged out, and you always had like something else to like occupy your brain, and like the kind of like generic combat wasn't as generic. Black, you have like immaculate fucking graphics for the PS2 and like really good sound design. So it kind of takes you out of it, and they kind of made it very diverse of like the missions. This it was all just kind of the same. Like there wasn't really like any gimmick to this that like made the combat good enough to you know have as long as it was. Yeah, it felt way too long. Like this game is as long as like Half-Life 1, I'm pretty sure. Like it damn near close. Half-Life 1 might be like an hour longer, like an hour and a half. Half-Life 1 doesn't really have any gimmicks to it. It's just its gimmick is just having really good level design and really good enemy AI, and that's what makes the combat so good, and you don't really, you don't feel the repetitiveness of just doing the same actions over and over again because it's still fun. This game didn't have that like intricate level design and like enemy AI to not make it feel like repetitive. Like it got old very quickly. Like and it became like just kind of like very monotonous and just kind of like muscle memory. Like a lot of the levels I'm just doing the same shit over and over again, just fighting. So I'd say like the biggest compliment I'll give the game is just the world. Like honestly, Insomniac kind of cooked with like the idea of Resistance and like the enemies and like the whole war and everything. Like they cooked on that. I honestly think they did. I think the world they created was really interesting, and I kind of do want to see more of it. Like with like the whole war and everything, and like what happens to like Hale and all that. Like so, I'll probably play Resistance 2 like sooner than I thought, just to see like if it is any better. And actually, I looked this up when I was thinking about playing this. I looked up like how long it takes to beat. So Resistance 2 is a shorter game than Fall of Man. Like it's only shorter by like an hour or two, but it's a shorter game, and it's regarded as a better experience. So like even that alone makes me more interested to play because that makes me feel like they just had to get that bad taste out of your mouth. I mean, I always do this with games. Like every time I beat a game, I'll always like give some kind of like retrospective on it. But even them just making the game slightly shorter makes me more interested because this game definitely could have ended a lot. Like there were so many levels that were just fucking dragged on, bro, and just felt like bloat that like did not need to be fucking, did not need to be in the game. Um yeah, I feel like I've said everything I need to say about this game. It still is always going to have a special place in my heart because of it being the first ever FPS I've ever played and being the first ever game I played on my PS3. So it'll always have a special place in my heart. Um, and like if you're a die-hard FPS fan, I'd probably recommend it. But it's an okay game. It's a 5, 6 out of 10. It's an average FPS. It's not completely horrible. Oh my god, I forgot about Dune. Or not Dune. Doom. Yeah, that's probably one of the greatest FPS games of all time. Um, but it's an okay game. It's an okay game. It's hard to like not still kind of like it again because of like some kind of bias towards it. But I definitely wouldn't defend this game. It's okay. Yeah, BioShock's an FPS. Yeah. One day, actually, I think eventually I'll play through the BioShock games on stream as well. I never finished BioShock 1. I've played him. Or I've played BioShock, but I never ended up finishing it. I played through Doom 2016, but not on stream. I plan on playing Eternal really soon for the first time. And trust me, I'll have so much praise for Doom Eternal when we eventually get to it. Doom 2016, I thought it was one of the most like well-made fucking FPS games like ever. Like straight up. Like that game is so fucking good in so many different ways, dude. Like honestly. Um oh yeah, so yeah, the next game we'll be playing on stream. It'll be the first time I'll replay a game. I'm going to be playing through the original Silent Hill 2, but with a enhanced edition mod, so the game looks a lot better. Um, and I'm going to be playing with an over-the-shoulder camera mod. So normally it's like a set camera, like like old school like survival horror games. This is going to be like it's like a straight up third person kind of camera. Yeah, that's next. That's what I'll be playing on Monday. I'll be starting that on Monday because tomorrow Rias, Chad, and I are going to be playing more of the Forest, and then Saturday is our game night. I've loaded it up a little bit, Andy, to just see if it works, and it looks honestly really beautiful. I'm honestly really excited to play it. It's like over the shoulder. Like, think of like Resident Evil 4. Nah, I mean it might, but it also might be more scary because the camera zooms in more, so it's a little bit more like claustrophobic compared to like the camera of the original Silent Hill 2. Like there's parts, like already there's definitely gonna be parts that probably don't hit as hard because the camera choice that they chose, like for certain sections, is gonna be different. But there's also gonna be sections where it feels probably a lot scarier. I mean, for that game, yeah. I don't think they could make a mod for that. Andy, if you're still here, is it too late to watch a movie or to watch Session 9? I was just about to DM you and ask. If so, it's fine. I know we've had to put it off a while, but at one point. Oh, you'd be good to go? Okay, then I'll wrap this up then. Yeah, Resistance Fall of Man, give like a 6 out of 10. I think it's an average FPS. It's okay. But I think that it has a really interesting world. And I'd be excited to play through the second one at one point. But yeah, so we'll be starting Silent Hill 2 on Monday, and we'll have the whole, game night and everything for Friday and Saturday. But I'm gonna call it here. Appreciate everybody for being here. Single player, Rob, Rice, I know you said you'll be right back, but I appreciate you for being here. And Andy, it was nice seeing you stop by. But I'll call it here, and then tomorrow we'll be live around 8 o'clock for the Forest. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and hope you guys have a good night.